policy of our company is we don't tell you anything that we've got in the works until it's done.
That's like Mark.
Well, this way you don't make people mad, you don't get their hopes up, and you don't, you know, get a lot of people upset. So what we try to do is, you know, when we have announced something, it is 100% complete. It is available for sale at that point. So that's the way that we do things. I'll show you our first product that came out, which was Adventure Hint Series 1. This covers Oliver's Twist, Rattlesnake Bend, and Zoom Flute. These are 3 adventure games that were produced by Asgard Software. Oliver's Twist was written by Lynn Gardner and myself, and I wrote Rattlesnake Bend, and Lynn wrote Zoom Flute. So we do have Lynn with us, so if you would like to talk to her later, stop by the table and we'll get it for you so you can read it. I'll pass this around if you want to take a look at it. Also, with the disc package that you get, we just put the hard plastic on the copies that we have at the table. So they're not plastic, they're the ones that you get. But also you do get 3 maps, hard copy maps for those games. Adventure Hints is a little different concept where, so you don't spoil the game when you're solving an adventure. Just load it in just like in a regular adventure game. So DSK 1.0 hints. What we basically do is keep the first letter of the game and then the word hints. Okay, the title screen says to receive hints for Oliver's Twist, type 2-word commands as you did in the game. These can be commands you had trouble with or descriptions of problems that you encountered. Some commands you might try are list nouns, treasures, or verbs, death by cause, find location or object, leave a location, or place a treasure. I hope these hints will add to your enjoyment of the game. And these are, like I said, written by Lynn Gardner. You'll notice on the top, it says Oliver's Twist Hints, and then there's a black bar. That way you can readily associate whether you've got the hints games in or you've got the actual program. You'll never see the line up there I'm carrying because you're not going to carry anything. Okay, what shall I do? One of the problems that people were having in the game, they said it was too hard. And then some people said, well, it wasn't hard, it was just well written. I'll take the well written. Yeah. Of course, I'll take the hard too, because if a game's real easy, then why bother playing it? But one of the things that people were having trouble doing was getting into the castle. So the Adventure Hint is designed just like the regular game where you type a verb and a noun. So you would type go castle, because that's the problem, you can't get into the castle. It'll say the only way in is over the drawbridge, lower the drawbridge, then go to it. And if that's all you needed to know, then you can type in quit and go back to your game. Now, some of the other features that we've added in there is you can see the nouns. All you have to do is type list nouns, and it'll give you a list of all the nouns that are used in the game. There's only 5 letters used in the game. Some words, 2 different words would have the same first 5 letters, and that's why we don't do the words all the way out, because there would be a difference. You can type list verbs, It'll give you a list of the verbs in the game. List of the verbs in the game. And basically that's all that the game is going to understand, just those verbs and those nouns. So if you're really stuck and can't find out, then that'll help you out a little bit. One of the other things you can do, which we're not going to type in, is list the treasures. Okay, in Oliver's Twist, the game was to take the treasures, which are all in one location, and put them all back. And if you can type list treasures, there's 15 in the game, and it'll give you the list of all 15. The reason we won't type that in is because some of them are in that room, but they're hidden. But if you would type that in, it would tell you all 15. If you were having trouble placing the treasures, for instance, there's a ball and chain that has to be put back. So you can type in place ball. And it says to the dungeon with you. And you just keep on going like that. You can type in as many hints as you want. For instance, I was just playing around out there and I typed in find light. And you get the response, look on the chiffonier, look on the mantle, see also find candelabra. You'll notice the find candelabra is in caps. So I was just playing around out there and I typed in find light. And you get the response, look on the chiffonier, look on the mantle, see also find candelabra. You'll notice the find candelabra is in caps. That's another command that you can type in that'll give you some more information. All right, you can also type in find the mantle, find the fireplace, whatever. So you can keep on typing in until you've gotten enough help that you need, then you can go back to the game. One of the other things too in this game is you can dialogue. So we couldn't figure out a nice way to say it in 2 words. So what we did is you type in death, by.
Loch Ness Monster.
Death by monster.
Loch Ness Monster.
Says, did you see the moss in the water? Drop in some more. The moss will put him to sleep. And that's basically how all the adventure games are set up. We go through them to make sure that anybody who's just walking into one of these adventure games would be able to play it through with just the hints that are on this. But like I said, you don't spoil the game. Get as much help as you want, and then you can go back to play. And one of the things that is a nice feature is if you make a backup copy of your adventure game onto a separate disk, you can put the hints onto that disk as well, and then you can have everything all on one disk rather than swapping the disks. That was such a success, it's such a nice idea that Asgard, once they found out that we did this, they said, well, why don't you do the hints to our other games? Because we figured we could do those 3 because we wrote them. So we came out with Adventure Hint Series 2, and this takes care of Castle Darkholm and Witch's Brew. These are both also put out by Asgard. Castle Darkholm is a 2-part adventure game, and Witch's Brew is an introductory level type adventure game. And both of those should play well. I happen to have been the beta tester for those games, and I enjoyed beta testing them, and and just to be responsive with the author, so that was good. Is there any questions about Adventure Gifts?
You don't have Witch's End in this one, too?
Wizards End we have not done yet. We will be doing that.
How about legends if it's not done?
Yeah.
How about legends?
Any other questions?
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about Galactic Emperors. This is basically a space strategy game. Runs out of extended basic. It is an auto load. Comes along with the book and everything. We have a little strip to help you remember